Hi, Taurus. Welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive. Welcome to your love read for what you need to know before the end of the year. This is going to be you and who. So let's dive in. I've been wanting to do this read for the last 2 days. I've been prodded to do this, and I couldn't. Some of you might be doing the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. All right. But you know what I was getting, guys, in your pre-shuffle. Well, at least the last 2 days, I was getting for your read. And this is why I wanted to do it. And I'll get my voice back, guys. I finished an 8-week project that took about 29 hours of my time. I know it's like kind of funny, but I really kind of worked it out. It was like 29 hours of my time for the last 8 weeks. So I had some work to do. I'm a student of learning, so I was working on some papers on a thesis on different abnormal psychology work. So with that being said, I bring this into my coaching aspect. So anyway, I'll tell you more about that later. But in any event, I want to get into your read because what I was getting is about some sort of you're taking a myopic. I feel like looking at something from a very myopic view, very small view, kind of like the ego's view, rather than the extreme vastness. Think of the vastness and the enormity of the Milky Way, right? And I think in school they told me it was like 100,000 light years big. I mean, that's just how large it is. And if you can, in your mind's eye, kind of throw yourself into that, look at the bigger picture. I want you to see the vastness and experience kind of really experience the bigger picture. Especially when we allow ourselves to think small sometimes. We're connected to this entire universe, and you'll realize that something is so small and when you look at the bigger picture here. Okay, so in some way there's been a perspective that's been lost. All right, and what this is saying, take a step back. Sometimes we got to take a step back, right? I myself included, and to detach and gather information about your senses and get a better perspective about the situation, or about your love life, that person, place, or thing. And it doesn't mean you don't care. It just simply means that you're looking at something from a different point of view. All right. And and when you look at it from a point of view, when you kind of hurl yourself in, let's say like into that Milky Way, and realize that vastness all around you, if you're in the middle of it, you can just see yourself in the center of the Milky Way. It's not clouded by emotions, judgments, or attachments to outcome, but you are non-reactive to the awareness of the beauty surrounding you in the galaxy, right? And so when you come back down here on Earth, just in the mind's eye, for example, you can kind of see yourself, wow, that was really small in comparison to that. And sometimes we've got to do that. This is some of the work that I do, guys, in NLP and hypnotherapy. So if you're interested in hearing more, click the link in the description box below. But in any event, for you, I got perspective, all right? It is, it's about, really looking through the lens, and observe everything in your life and be that witness, right? Witness yourself as you are experiencing things, and you come to understand a greater perspective rather than just in the moment where the ego is kind of taking charge. You're going to have a much more open mind. So let's see how this is going to pertain to your read. What did I get? Making a choice in a situation. For some of you, it's about making a choice in a connection. Could be doing with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because I keep seeing that King of Swords pop up in a decision. Some of you might be mulling over a decision, okay? All right. So remember, we're all connected in this universe. So this is what's coming up. So interesting. So I'm going to take these cards in your current position right now. And I get that you are now experiencing, perhaps some of you, some sort of balance in a situation, because what I'm getting is a happy home, it's a harmony, it's balance. There's two wands on each side and a wreath of success that is balancing your situation. This is about stability. You want home, harmony, and marriage, but there's some sort of toxicity that might be around you. I'm going to pull a card in this because I want to see if it's still around you or if it's moving away. For some of you, you're on different journeys, on different time journeys. So some of you might have just finished this and let it go. some sort of bondage that had connected you to a person, place, or thing. And it's Capricorn energy that's coming through, and then Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. But this is about stability and some sort of toxicity that is surrounding your stability. But let's take a look. Give me a card, this Devil card, this Capricorn energy that's coming through. All right, let's take a look at anything further on that. Star card, Aquarius energy. Wow. Okay, Taurus, so this could be about something, you're being reborn. Some of you have noticed something that was toxic in a connection or in your love life that is keeping you from moving forward towards your true north. And this is you actually healing, going through some sort of healing and really being really truly honest with yourself. I mean, she's got no clothes on. She's really being truthful to herself and following her true north. And it kind of, like I said, you're kind of seeing the bigger picture of the situation and kind of, again, kind of like I mentioned, kind of going into the galaxy and kind of balancing one's self out, because this has to do with like the chakra energy from my perspective, and balancing the chakras. 7 stars here, and then you got that true north, right? And that gives you some sort of clarity, some sort of guidance regarding some sort of bondage. So some of you know what this is. All right, I'm going to pull another card on this. You're doing some sort of healing, might be done with an Aquarius, as well, but it could be that there was some sort of toxicity with someone around you, and it's just about igniting the exciting. Wow. Some of you are finding your soul's purpose through a connection or through love. Love has ignited something in you that has also helped you find your soul's purpose. This is what I'm telling you guys. It's about sharing your unique gifts. There's a new chapter. There's a new chapter that you're having in a connection or in your life, and now you're igniting the exciting. But something happened through love where you see things. Look, at the world is at the bottom of the deck. You're seeing things from a different perspective. You're so strong you're able to stand on one foot. You see, there's a wreath of success here. There is a travel, change, and movement that is taking place. The world is being seen through a whole new window. Okay, and I think it's because you entered some sort of cycle, and this is a major arcana that's coming through at the bottom of the deck, and right behind that is a Wheel of Fortune. So there's been a shift in a cycle where you see the world differently, and now you're igniting the exciting and perhaps going through some sort of healing after something that has been something that has been holding you back. This could be a mindset, a way of thinking or doing, but what you've done is you've learned something that's ignited something within you that is bringing a sense of balance to your world. Like you're noticing something about this connection or this situation, all right? And let's take a look at anything else that wants to come through where you're at right now, because there's something in there. Note your comments, guys, all right? Let me know. Okay, this is the only one that's shooting straight up. It wants you to begin to explore, right? It wants you to begin to explore the exciting things that are available to you right now. For some of you, it's opening a door to love. You're opening and you're ready for love and you're moving forward. So you're igniting that excitement. So what would it be like and feel like to be with that person? And you're beginning to explore that. Some of you could be dating, all right? Now, others of you have been maybe perhaps in a connection that, again, something was holding you back in that connection. And it was something that perhaps, maybe how you operated in that connection. It wants you to begin to explore and correct any mistakes in the past, right? So you see things clearly from a connection with someone or that you had with someone. It changed you internally is what I'm getting. And what it's allowed you to do is, because you saw something, you're able to correct something and put you on the path to course correct, to bring you into the new balance that you seek, okay? And some of you, it could be a new beginning with someone or a brand new, because you've got fresh energy that is coming through here. Now let's take a look at what it is that you need to focus in on, Taurus, okay? What does Taurus need to focus in on mostly? What do we get? Wow, a message coming through. You might be asked to motion forward with an expression of love. Now, the Knight of Cups is all about, being very romantic. It's motioning forward and expressing emotion. Now, it could be that you're moving forward and doing that with someone and taking on this energy, or, this is water energy, or you've got someone coming towards you. But it wants you to focus on motioning forward and expressing is what I'm getting, Taurus. If you haven't been doing it, it's coming through. What else? Here's the Wheel of Fortune, guys, that just came up again. Just came up again. Expression of love for a new cycle. This expression of love is going to create some sort of new cycle. It's reminding you that emotionally you're entering into a new realm where where you are choosing who you want. If it's someone that you don't want around you, or that doesn't, kind of you have some sort of reciprocity in emotions, they're out, right? And this is like you celebrating emotionally with those around you. And I kind of feel that there's a new cycle with someone. There's a new cycle in how you express yourself is what I'm getting. Anything else on the Wheel of Fortune? Because this is a major arcana, a shift of expression. This changes everything, guys. This changes everything. Yeah, it's about the investment is now one that can cultivate rewards. He's building up the pentacles. He is, sowing the seeds of his garden, but he's only paying attention to that which sows the seeds. So the reciprocity in a connection, the reciprocity of emotions in a connection is key. All right. This is what I get, what it is you need to focus in on. What do the love cards have to say? Let's take a look at the love oracles and see anything else. What you need to focus in on. Overcoming the obstacles and challenges. And what else? Freeing yourself from, let me move this over. You can't see this, right? Freeing yourself from the burdens. It wants you to overcome the obstacles and challenges and free yourself of the burdens that brought in some sort of toxicity. And there's a new cycle that you're starting. It's like you're not afraid to express your emotions as you were before. I think you're freeing yourself. And for some of you, you are expressing yourself in a different way. And you're good with that. It's not like you're afraid of doing that. You're really good with that, all right? Yeah, rather than being involved in a connection or operating from a robotic heart, This is like, hey, I want to explore who you are and who I am, and let's this is about getting to know a person. And if there's a wall that is keeping that from happening, then how is that constricting you? In what ways is that holding you back? Okay, so these are things that for you to think about. Okay, so this is what's coming through and what you need to focus in on. Let's take a look at what you're springboarding into this read from. Let's just take a quick look. The Fool card. Yeah, you've already on a brand new beginning, Taurus. You're on a brand new beginning right now. What's your strength position? This is a major arcana here. What's your strength position here? What do we get? The Five of Swords. Your strength is being able to overcome conflict. You got the Five of Swords, and then you got the Seven of Swords. The Five of Swords is about overcoming adversity. And the Seven of Swords is, seventh house is relationships, overcoming the adversity of a deception in a relationship. Someone is either deceiving you or you are deceiving yourself. You know where you fit in with that. And maybe there was a little bit of both in that, guys. And it's okay. This is how we learn in relationships, myself included, for sure. And let's just take a look. I think it's about cleaning all of that up and changing things. But this is your strength position, is to identify the obstacles, understand that how one was deceived, you or the other person. We can deceive ourselves in some ways, right? And we can see things maybe better than they really are. Sometimes we can look at a partner or a connection and say these are all their great qualities. We see all of that, but we're not seeing when they don't show up on time, when they're not returning phone calls, when they're not initiating contact, when they are not, they're not expressing emotion, so to speak. These are all the things that could come into play, but this has to do with the mind. There's something within the mind here that's coming through here. Yeah, just like I said, like cleaning up. Like, look, it's so funny. The card of cleaning up comes up. So it's about cleaning up all of these things because now you know what they are. And when you know what they are, you can now create change in your world to create better partnerships. And again, with this being the seventh house, you're no longer deceiving yourself in your partnerships and you're cleaning all that stuff up. And what a better time to do this in the new year, guys, right? I mean, it's in your strength position right now. Yeah, being in that flow state. This is about, this is about really, it's almost as if, like when I said at the beginning, hurl yourself into the Milky Way galaxy for a moment and see how small you are compared to the vastness of 100 billion, of 100 light years in diameter of the Milky Way, right? The vastness is staggering, and it gives you a perspective of how you really, how small our perspective, that, you know, the perspective that we're taking, okay? And we're composed of that same material of the Milky Way as well. But this is saying is that your skill meets a challenge, and this wants you to be you're in the zone. Whatever it is that you're doing, you're in the zone, Taurus, right now. You are. So you're going in that flow state, and you realize things, you're seeing bigger perspectives of things, and you're not getting so caught up in those myopic details, so smallness. You're seeing, woo, I'm a vast person. I want to explore, and if I stay in a robotic connection, or if I stay small, what am I missing? So this is what I get that's coming out for you, Taurus. Let's take a look at what it is in your near future. What do we got? Near future, you're contemplating, all right? And yeah, you're contemplating an opportunity after something came down, okay? I get a tower moment. I feel this tower was really good. And I get a King of Rods, which is an entrepreneur or a visionary. So I think for some of you, maybe it's something that had taken place where you're contemplating after something, a connection or something in your love life shifted. Unexpectedly, it shifted nevertheless. But what it did do, it bossed you up. Now, it could be that, you know, you are creating that vision for yourself of what you want, and you're contemplating what that is for yourself. Or it could be that you're bossing up, and you know, through here, and it could be someone coming towards you that created a business. Maybe the person that you're with has a business, or the person that you meet will have a business. Whatever the case may be, whatever came down, you're seeing the vision, and the vision that you're being much stronger with the vision. It's no longer make-believe, right? There is some beautiful romantic parts about being in love and having all of that, but sometimes you want to be a little practical about it as well. So sometimes, if we think of just the fairy tales, you know, kind of clearing away some of the fairy dust a little bit. And some of you maybe were doing that. All right. And what do I get? Yeah, the truths are being exposed, and this is good because it allows you to see what you didn't see before. And this is coming up in your near future if you're not there, okay? But there's a second opportunity here I'm getting. So tell me what is in Taurus's suggested approach. Independent, strong, gorgeous as ever, right? I mean, she's got everything she needs. She's in gratitude. She's in, you know, deep luxury. You know, this is having and being blessed for what you have right now, being thankful. And then more can come in. It wants you to be in this position. Your suggested approaches remain there. And she's visualizing what she wants in a connection is what I'm getting, okay? 11th house energy, which is all about a global awareness. You're looking globally. Remember, guys, big picture in love, big picture, all right? And what do I get? Knight of Rods, moving forward passionately. This is moving forward passionately, all right? And wanting the scales balance, justice, Libra energy. It could have you looking at someone that is motioning forward and 11th house energy. There's, I don't know, coming up again, something about global awareness, connections, all right? And Magician energy, Gemini energy. There is an opportunity here in the suggested approach to create whatever it is that you want. If you want this person or something better, you know what that is. You can create it. The energy is with you. It's like the force is with you. It's kind of what I'm getting. And to create the balance that you need. All these major arcana that are coming through in your suggested approach. You have the opportunity to balance things out in your life and create what you want. You're strong enough to move forward and get what you want. Give me a love card on this. What else do we get? We'll get 2 cards on this. Suggested approach. Oh, wow, guys. Live life to your fullest. No more playing small. No myopic type of looking at things. Vast, big things for Taurus. Big things. And what do we get? Like, you went within, and I feel that you did some sort of withdrawing from the world. Remember when I talked about that at the beginning, guys? When I said that sometimes you have to step back and breathe and detach yourself in order to get a different perspective. This is what's happening. Detachment, again, it's not that you don't care. You just need to look at it something differently. And then what else do I get? Let's just take a look as we continue what you need to know. You're breaking the chains of what held you before. It is a 9. It's come to fruition. So if you're not there yet, guys, know that there is this part of your journey by going through this. It is part of your journey on this. And what else do we get? Yeah, to put something to an end so you can burst something new, a new virgin flower. Okay, something needed to come down, death, scorpionic energy. All right, and your overall outcome, judgment. Look at all these major arcanas coming through, guys, at the end. Judgment, resurgence of new energy. So whatever this connection is, there's going to be a resurgence of energy or a resurgence in your new love life. It's like, yes, right? It's judgment card. It tends to be well, this is a 20 card reducing to a 2, and it's about like your self-esteem, your values, your security, your attitudes towards everything. As something has shifted, all right? Something has shifted for you, and now it's a resurgence, and now it's the 7th house energy of the 7 of Wands, having faith, moving forward regardless of any competition. You're persevering. You are not giving up in love, and this is what I am getting, guys, right? Make time for love. Don't be a workaholic is what comes out too, all right? So there's a resurgence. Let's take a look at this other person. What do we get? They're disappointed in something that didn't work out, okay? They're disappointed, all right? And what else do I get here? And they want a new they're trying to manifest a new beginning, opening up the door. Maybe they need to open the door of emotions and walk through it to have love, okay? So, and here's the death card with a new beginning over on that side. So there's some sort of connection, here. What's crossing? A message. Someone's contemplating whether to move forward with a message. They want to move forward. They want to deliver some sort of message. They've discovered something. Through disappointment, they've discovered something as well. What do they need to focus in on? Queen of Pentacles, you, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, here you are. They need to focus in on you. And they see you as the Empress, right? Beauty. They see you as birthing something new. They want to birth something new with you. It's coming out here too, in their straight position. All right. I mean, excuse me, in what they need to focus in on. Their strength. Let go of the burdens. Let go of the burdens. They're going through a change as well. They need to let go of the burdens. It's the 10. It's letting it all go. 10 of Wands. Let go of the burdens and make a choice to level out the balancing of the scales. Make a choice, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, to level things out. You see how it's mimicking on your side? You see how it's coming up here in your future for this person? King of Pentacles. You might be coming into in this. This could be you, okay? Or this could be this other person. They might have their own business. They might be very strong, controlling, very disciplined in what they do. And there's a lot of intimacy and compassion that they have towards you. They want a new beginning and intimacy and compassion here. And your new beginning is you're contemplating and letting something come to an end. Wow. It's kind of like you both are going through a big change here and getting support from friends and community in that process. I'm going to take this to an extended, guys, to find out what their next steps are, because there is a strong connection of intimacy and compassion here. You have a death card with a brand new beginning, and you're releasing the pain of the past. I want to see who's coming towards you, this person or someone better. But what I do want to point out is what their next steps are, what they haven't told you, what they want most long term, and what the timing will be in that. We'll find out what you want long term with this person, what you haven't told them, what you want most. And then we're going to go ahead and do a potential outcome with oracle advice. We'll do feelings on both sides. And I will pull a few cards on who's coming towards you, because I'm interested to see if it's this person or something better. So we'll take a look at what this is, guys. But they're going through a shift just like you. But you know where you stand and where you want to be. And perhaps this extended will give you even further clarity. All right, guys? All right. Note your comments, like, and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.